Hi everyone, I am Romarc T, an AB English student, your reporter for today. So let's talk about politeness, face, and discourse. What is politeness, face, and discourse? Politeness and face are two important factors for discourse analysis. Lakoff, in the year 1973, introduced three maxims of politeness. We have the don't impose, give options, and make your hearer feel good. This approach, you can use this when you are asking for help. Like this one, for don't impose. I'm sorry to bother you, but can you give me that one? For give options. Do you think you could possibly do this one? For make your hearer feel good, you can start your sentence with this. You're better at this than me. So, can you help me please? As you can observe, the three maxims are really polite in approaching or really good when it comes in approaching somebody. Under this, we have the positive and negative face. The concept of face was derived from Chinese into English in the 19th century. Face, conceptualized as an individual's positive claims of social values in socializing contact, was introduced to academia by Irving Goffman through his theories of face and face work. According to Brown and Levinson's assumptions in politeness theory, based on Goffman's face, one's face is categorized into two forms, and these are positive and negative. For the negative face was defined as the want of every competent adult member that his actions be unimpeded by others, or the basic claim to territory's personal preserves rights to non-distraction. For positive face, whereas positive face involves a desire for connection with others, negative face needs include autonomy and independence. 10 years later, Brown characterized negative and positive face. According to Brown, positive face refers to one's self-esteem, while negative face refers to one's freedom to act. We have also face-threatening acts. According to Brown and Levinson's, positive and negative face exist universally in human culture. It has been argued that the notion of face is the actual universal component to their proposed politeness theory. Face-threatening acts can be verbal, using words, language, etc. Paraverbal, conveyed in the characteristic of speech, such as tone, inflection, and etc. Or nonverbal, facial expression, and etc. The two face-threatening acts, negative face-threatening acts, and positive face-threatening acts. Now let's define what is negative face-threatening acts. Negative face is threatened when an individual does not avoid or intend to avoid the obstruction of their interlocutors or interlocutors' freedom of action. It can be cause damage to either speaker or the hearer, and makes one of the interlocutors submit their will to the others. Freedom of choice and actions are impeded when negative face is threatened. Number 1. An act that affirms or denies a future act of the hearer creates pressure on the hearer to either perform or not to perform the act. Examples: when you are ordering, request, suggesting, advice, reminding, threats, or warning. Number 2. The act that expresses the speaker's sentiments of the hearer or the hearer's belongings. Example are compliments, expressions of envy or admiration, or expressions of a strong negative emotion towards the hearer. Example, hatred, anger, and distrust. An act that expresses a speaker's future imposing of positive effects towards the hearer, as either rejection or acceptance put pressure on the hearer and may incur a debt. Example are offers and promises. You know what? Promises. Some promises are meant to be broken. Kidding. Okay, move on for the positive face threatening acts. Positive face threatening acts: when the speaker or hearer does not care about their interaction's feelings, wants, or does not want what the other wants. Positive face threatening acts can also cause damage to the speaker or the hearer. When an individual is forced to be separated from others so that their well-being is treated less importantly, positive face is threatened. An act that expresses the speaker's negative assessment of the hearer's positive face or an element of his/her positive face. Number 2. The speaker directly or indirectly indicating that he dislikes some aspects of the hearer's possessions, desire, or personal attributes. Example are disapproval, criticism, contempt, or ridicule, complaints, and reprimands, accusation, and insults. The speaker expresses disapproval by stating or implying that the hearer is wrong, irrational, or misguided. Example are contradictions or disagreements or challenges. Number 4. An act that expresses the speaker's indifference towards the addressees or addressee. Positive face: the addressee might be embarrassed for fear the speaker. Example are excessively emotional expressions. The speaker indicates that he doesn't have the same value or fear as the hearer. Example are disrespect, mention of topics which are inappropriate in general or in the context. Number 5. The speaker indicates that he is willing to disregard the emotional well-being of the hearer. Example are belittling or boasting. The speaker is increased the possibility that a face-threatening act will occur. This situation is created when a topic is brought up by the speaker that is a sensitive societal subject. Examples are topics that relate to politics, race, and religion. Number 7. The speaker indicates that he is indifferent to the positive face wants of the hearer. This is most often expressed in obvious non-cooperative behavior. Examples are interrupting, non-sequiturs. The speaker misidentifies the hearer in an offensive or embarrassing way. This may occur either accidentally or intentionally. Generally, this refers to the misuse of address terms in relation to status, gender, or age. Example are addressing a young woman as a ma'am instead of miss. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoy watching my report. Thank you.